right, we're here and live and in person.
Yes.
Yay.
I'm live. Are you live?
Last time I checked.
Okay, good.
How about you, Lisa?
Yes, I'm live.
Okay.
We're
Ready
live.
to go.
And we have got a huge studio audience today.
Yes. Yes.
We do.
I,
Listen to
I
them.
don't
Listen
know if
to
you can
them.
hear them, but they are making a lot of noise here.
yes.
All two of them are just making a lot of noise at this point. So we're very excited, Lisa, that we've got big studio audience.
Yes.
It's
So-
not
we
the
do.
crowd in the room, it's the room in the crowd.
Yeah, right.
But I don't really know what that means.
I don't know either, but I like it.
Oh, very good.
All right, let's see. Little unusual Thursday afternoon.
Yes.
We knew this month was going to be funky, right?
It
October
is.
because of the different timing of different things.
Yeah.
I think we're having our next one like at the end of the month.
The end of the month.
I think it's on a
yes.
Friday too, so it's
Yes,
really
it is.
we're
We're
really kind of
mixing
off
it up
schedule a
this
little bit.
month.
One of these days we'll get back to doing it on Wednesdays again.
Yeah.
But
And we
So
also-
we're past hump day, so we're headed downhill. This show may go
Yeah.
faster than usual.
well, it probably will anyway because we don't have as much of an agenda
because
today.
we just met last week.
Yeah.
We had
Yeah.
a show.
We
So
did.
you're right. There is not as much.
Okay, great.
to go
Thank you
for.
for joining us.
Yes. Wait a minute, we haven't
It's
given away the
real
wine
quick.
yet.
Oh, okay.
I
They'd
was
be
gonna
very
say,
upset if we don't give away at least the wine.
Because
before
this
we
is a
cut
special one today.
Yes, yes.
So
Yes. Ken,
we
what is it?
do-
It is a Chateau Saint-Jean,
Oh.
2014. A Soleil red wine from California.
Okay.
Yes.
And we've never offered this one before. This is a new wine for us.
Yes. It looks wonderful.
Oh,
Such a bouquet.
You know, we really had to dig into our wine cellar today
Yes,
for
we
this one,
did.
I
We
think.
did.
So, yes, absolutely. So.
we're getting to the bottom.
Okay, so what number do
Okay.
they have to call if they get this? They want
It's going to call Michelle.
to, yes,
336
Yeah.
389 4103.
okay.
And it is another Dick Witt trivia. So he's not going to be able to call in today.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
okay. He provides great questions. So the question is, according to American military tradition, why leave a penny on a gravestone? According to American military tradition, why leave a penny on a gravestone? It's a good question.
It is?
We used to say penny for your thoughts,
Yeah.
but I don't think that's it.
I don't know that
Probably doesn't work for that.
Yeah.
I don't know you'll get many thoughts from the graveyard.
Right,
but
right.
you never know.
Interesting, right? Guess we'll
Yeah.
see. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Michelle is still waiting for that first magical phone call.
Okay.
So
336 389 4103. Oh, we have an audience member. And we've had no other calls, so we're going to the audience.
and we'll see whether or not that works or not.
Okay.
Okay. Our
We have
audience
an
member-
answer.
We do.
Yes.
That's because
Yes.
nobody outside of here is listening to our broadcast.
We have a winner.
Are we sure we're actually live and in person at this point? So,
It
Could
pays-
someone
it
call
pays to be an
Michelle just to
audience.
test the line?
Yeah.
well, no, I wasn't worried about that. I was worried about people actually watching today. So, hopefully we are. So,
Okay, so we do have a winner. No
Okay.
need to call in.
so Lisa, COVID, it's still out there. Seems to have slowed down a little bit. We had the shots, the vaccine clinic last week, and that went really well.
Yep.
Hard to believe that was almost 2 weeks ago now.
know.
It was a week and a half ago.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah. But I think we gave out
Close to 400?
close to 400
Yep.
shots that
Yep.
day. So that was really good. And so we
We
are
are
live.
live,
Somebody
okay.
somebody confirmed that we are live. Thank
Good.
goodness. Okay.
Well, it also confirms someone else is watching,
Yes.
besides our two audience
At
members.
least 3 people.
We're up to 3.
Hey, right now we match participants
That's
with
right.
the studio with the audience, right? So we're in good shape.
Oh. And also, just want to point out, if there were some folks that missed the big vaccine clinic,
Yeah.
reach out to Cindy Hawks. She's getting a list of folks because we do have some makeup clinics that we're doing on Wednesdays over in healthcare. So for some reason, if you missed the date or you couldn't get it yet because you'd had COVID in too short of a time to get the vaccine, anything like that, reach out to Cindy, and she will set you up on a makeup day that we have.
Yeah, the only thing is, you know, I think the Pfizer vaccine is more readily available. I think
Right.
we've mentioned this before, than the Moderna is. And so even on because everybody wants the Moderna,
Right.
I think a lot of people do, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And since we started with that, a lot of our residents are used to that. So if you couldn't make
Yep.
it and you want the Moderna, you might have to wait a few weeks before
Right.
they have a supply of that in, whereas the Pfizer is readily available.
Right.
And so
Yeah, and they came through this past week, and they were able to find some Moderna.
they did, okay.
And,
Okay, I'm sorry. I
But
thought
next week
last I
might
heard
be
was-
Pfizer, so it just hit or miss. So, and as the day of the vaccine, we really won't know until the pharmacist drops off the vials.
There you go.
So it'll be one or the other, and sometimes both. So we just don't know, though.
You know, last thing about the vaccine clinic, it was neat. We had the High Point University
Yes.
pharmacy students here, and they really did a great job.
They
I
did.
thought they were really good.
Yep.
They gotten to be pretty, because they do a lot of those.
They
They were
do.
pretty
They
good. And
do.
we,
Yep.
again, we treated them very well. We like happy shot givers around here.
Yeah.
So
That's for sure.
so. Okay, let's move on from there. You know,
Okay.
Lisa, we got something coming up on November 4th, right?
We do.
Yeah.
Reverse raffle.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm going to miss it again.
Are you?
Yeah, it's always on a day that I'm gone.
I
don't
hope
know.
your cousin can come.
Oh, yeah, I think he is.
Which one's coming?
I think it's my cousin from Italy. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Brother Leonardo Lorenzo Bob.
Leonardo Lorenzo Bob. I don't
Yeah.
think I've ever heard about this
He
one.
goes by Leo Bob.
Oh, Leo Bob.
Leo Bob.
Okay.
Leo Bob,
Okay.
Leo Bob.
Yeah.
And
He's a monk. He's a friar, actually. So he has
Okay.
something in common with chickens.
okay.
Yes, he
Okay.
does.
Yeah,
So good thing he's not coming on a Tuesday.
that's right.
Okay.
That's right. Yeah, he might get mixed in there. Ooh,
Right,
that would
right.
be bad. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, he's a lot of fun, especially when he's had a few beers.
Oh,
Yeah.
When he's had his what?
Well, you know, a few beers.
Oh, beers.
Yeah,
Yes,
a few beers. Yeah.
so friars, they can drink. That's
Oh
not
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
problem.
They
Okay.
invented invented the distilling process
Okay.
for beer. Yeah, about 1,500 years ago. It's great.
Okay. Okay. So it's going to be a good time.
Well, it should be, at least
should
for
be.
him. I
Okay.
don't know about anybody else.
Okay.
I don't know if he can count in English, but we'll work on that between now and then.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. 'Cause
He actually
knows-
doesn't have to count, does he?
He knows it's a lot of numbers, though.
Yeah, he
that
just
he's
has to
gonna have
say the number. He doesn't have
Right.
to add them. So
He does not have
he
to
should
add
be
'em.
okay.
Okay. Okay. Well, if you all would like a ticket to this coming show, the reverse raffle, I think it'd be worth it. We actually had table signups today, so if for some reason you missed the sign up today, just call Michelle. She can get you set up with tables. We don't have a whole lot left, so you want to go ahead and reserve your spot. And we do have it where you can reserve a whole table if you want to bring a group of 8. Otherwise, we have community tables, and Michelle will place you at other tables where other folks are. So it's a good way to get to know people as well. And if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, you have your forms on CareMerge or a paper form that was in your mailbox. Turn those into the front desk or Michelle directly. So,
And come see Leo Bob.
Yes.
Leo Bob,
Leo Bob.
yes.
I've heard it's a good time. I'm going to eventually come one time.
Yeah, we're gonna have to record it for you.
I'd
so
like
you-
Yeah,
to see
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, that
Oh,
would be interesting, wouldn't it?
it
Yeah.
would,
Yeah.
it would. Yeah.
Actually, you know, sometimes it's not that I'm embarrassed about my family.
Yeah, you
It's
shouldn't
just
be.
I feel
Maybe
like
you
it would be better if I'm not here.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right, yeah. I
Most
get
of the time, you probably should be embarrassed. by your family. No, they're great. We love your family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Sometimes the apples do fall far from the tree. So
I have to say though, I think Jean-Pierre Bob was one of my favorite ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
well, he's very suave and sophisticated,
He
Yeah.
is.
being a Frenchman and all.
Yes. I just, yeah.
He's really good with the ladies too. I
Oh,
understand.
and I like
yeah.
his accent.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. Well, that'll be a hoot, I'm sure. So,
yes.
Lisa,
Okay,
we're doing some things around the community.
we are.
We haven't talked
yes.
about the parking in the back at all, have we?
So we're still progressing. I get asked, are we still doing it?
Yeah.
And yes, it's still progressing. They've actually done the utility finder stuff, all that good, the
They did-
survey.
They did, yeah, they did the
You know that
survey in the
utility
back.
finding stuff.
And, you know, because we have to relocate like a fire hydrant back
Yep.
there, and there's some other utilities back there. So we had a survey done, and you know, now the final plans can be drawn up now that the survey's done, and you know, we're hoping that we can get those drawings here in the next couple of weeks. We ought to be able to have them. Like I said last week, I still have some hope that maybe we can try and get it done before the end of this calendar year. But they do close the asphalt plants, you know, when it gets really cold around the holidays. So it may end up squeaking into next year. But if we can push it and get it done this year, I'd really like to. So.
That'd be great.
And you know, that's not the only area back here we're working on.
Right.
Scooter's working on the croquet court.
Yes.
You may have noticed if you have been looking here the last couple of days, they've been out there kind of prepping that area. And I asked Scooter this morning because I couldn't remember if they were going to seed it or they were going to sod it, because he's going to put a bent grass type of grass on top of that. So it'd be like a little bit like what the greens are over on the golf course. And so he's going to seed it. Is what he's going to do. So we'll see how that works out.
Very good.
Hopefully we get that going.
Back parking lot reminds me of the time the church I served had a seminar for teenagers. It was called Sex Education for Teens, and when we put the announcement in the bulletin, it said, "Sex Education for Teens, please use the back parking lot for this activity." Of course, we meant they were supposed to park their cars back there. But
yes.
yeah, but we had a lot of people show up.
Well, it was approved by the church, right?
Right.
It was a sanctioned activity.
Yes, it was. Yes.
Was that one of your other cousins?
Yeah,
Or was
no, that was me.
Oh. And one more thing we're doing,
Yeah.
Winged Foot area. So that's our rehab household. And if you haven't been over there, or if you have, you've seen we're doing some changes. So it's renovation time over there, cosmetic renovations in the way of new paint, new flooring, new lighting, ceiling tiles, changing up the kitchenette with new cabinetry, countertops, all those beautiful things. So it's time to, you know, we've been open since 2009.
We opened July
Yep.
1, 2009.
So it's time to refurb the common areas. So
Yeah.
and new furniture, all that. It's gonna be great. So, but it's a work in progress. So just when you go over there, it's a work in progress for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, you know, 13 years seems to be kind of our magic number. It's not exact,
Yeah.
but you know, we redid the common area here after 13 years, and we did, you know, Glen Eagles a year or two ago with
Yep.
their, after they've been open 13 years, and so now it's Wingfoot, it's 13 years, and you know, we kind of loosely use that as
Right.
kind of our
Right.
target for redoing that. So
And we had just upgraded the Pebble Beach area, so
Yeah.
now it will all flow together now.
yeah, it's,
Apparently, I'm overdue for a cosmetic restoration. It's been longer than that for me.
I hate it when that happens.
Yeah.
I'll recommend a couple people to you. Okay?
I wouldn't have even thought about it when I was 13.
I don't know. I think at 13 you go through a lot of changes.
That's for sure. Okay, some other announcements.
Yes,
So we
yes.
had an exciting announcement we've already put out on Care Merge, but the Healthcare Bistro, which is the Bistro 1675, is now open. So as you know, during COVID, we couldn't have that open due to regulations, because it is in a healthcare area. There's still some rules. When you go into the Healthcare Bistro, you have to come in still with a mask on. But when you get to your table, you of course can take off your mask there to eat. So there are still some stipulations there that we still have to follow. But at least now, the bistro can be open, so friends, family, if you all have a friend over in healthcare, and you want to take them to lunch,
That's going
you
to be
can
great.
take them over to the healthcare bistro. So they're right there near their household.
That's
It is
great.
not hard to get to. And this is one of the things that we loved about building that is for our healthcare residents not to have to travel a mile
Right.
just to get to a restaurant. So now there's literally a restaurant right there.
It's very nice, too.
Similar to our
Very nice,
bistro,
yep.
a hair smaller in options, but still great options there as well. And it'll be nice to finally be able to use it after 2+ years.
Well, absolutely. And, you know, to me, the big thing is, you know, we've really never had in our 20 years of operation here a place for residents, family members to come and take them to
Right,
lunch or
right.
dinner. And
Yep.
so, you know, this is going to be really nice. I think, that
Absolutely.
because the dining rooms that we have in each of the households are just big enough for the residents.
Right,
There's not really
right.
room for family members
Yep.
or guests, and so I think this is going to be really a nice thing.
Yeah.
And we also wanted something. You all know this when you move from level of care to level of care. There is a feeling of losing things as you're going along. And so, the bistro was an idea to kind of, help with, keeping that ability to be able to keep something.
Right,
So and food's
right.
very important, obviously.
Right.
And so the bistro is just going to be, I think it's just such a nice thing. And we've been waiting 2.5 years to actually open this
Absolutely.
thing. So
Yep.
I'm very excited that we
Yep.
kind of got to that point.
So if you go on CareMerge, on the left side of the CareMerge bar there, you'll see information under the dining options related to the Bistro 1675. So they have the menus on there, they have the specials, they have everything on there for you to take a look at, and also hours of operation.
Very cool.
Yes. The golf shop, so up in the clubhouse, there is a sale going on. It started today.
Yeah.
20% off merchandise. This does not include the snacks or the golf balls. This might be something for early Christmas shopping. You never
Yes.
know. Maybe you want to get a polo for someone or a jacket, or but 20% off. And
I
I'm
saw
not sure when the
residents of the
sale
future were
ends.
there today. They were
Were
in
they?
the
Oh.
golf shop checking it out. Yeah,
Well, very good.
it might all be gone now. I have no idea.
It might be. I hope not.
Well, the neat thing about this is it's 20% in addition to what you already were getting. So most of our residents were already getting 10% off in there. So now you're actually going to get 30% off.
right.
And if you happen to be one of our club members,
right.
our golf club members, we're already getting 20%
So
off.
now it's another
Now
20.
you get 40% off. So it's actually not a bad deal. It's a good
No,
time to go up and help us clean out our closet up there, so to
Absolutely.
speak.
So we can bring some new items out.
Yeah, that's the whole
So-
idea.
You might find a bottle of wine. I mean, who knows?
But it's probably already drunk.
Yeah, right.
It's probably already empty up there.
Oh.
So.
Okay, we have a message from our EAF chairperson, and that's Barbara Fry, and she just wanted to make an announcement. The Employee Appreciation Fund campaign has started. So it goes on all year, but it really starts here in the fall. Once
Yeah.
we hit October, there's the big push, and
Yeah.
so she's the one that's heading it up for the council this year, and she has several committee members also helping as well. But she wanted to make sure we know you'll start to see messaging, you'll start to see the thermometer go out, all those kind of things. And she just wants to thank everybody for their consideration of that. Okay,
That's always a huge deal.
it is a big deal.
When the residents hand out the checks at the staff Christmas party, a lot of you have been to that and seen that. It's really a huge deal.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
staff members the excitement is just overwhelming.
right.
So,
And
very cool.
each year, it's so appreciated by our staff. And for a lot of staff, that is what they use for Christmas presents for their kids
Yep.
or for their loved ones. And I think this year especially, it means
Even more
even
critical
that
this
much
year.
more, just
Yeah.
because we all know how much more things are costing.
Yeah.
So just thank you for anything that you can do to help with that.
Yep.
Great program. Okay, tune in to the newest episode of River Landing Conversations hosted by Jim Kalaki and Kay Heflin tomorrow at 3 o'clock on Channel 1390. Their special guest this week will be John Scroggins. So
Ah,
that will be a
very
good
good.
conversation. Gift shop is still in need of volunteers, so if you'd like to volunteer, contact resident Mary Beth Lynch, so she can help you out with that. And she said there's many opportunities, so that's good.
Yeah. Now,
like-
do they
we
get a
like our
discount if they
volunteers.
work in the gift shop?
I don't think they do, but maybe we get more volunteers if they did.
I wonder about that. I've always wondered we should maybe try and figure out some sort of discount or
That's a good
special
idea.
perk for working in there, right?
Yeah,
Maybe it's something to discuss.
yep,
Yeah.
I like it. Okay, so we have something coming up that we want to make sure to share with you all. The week of October
You're going to be so
17th.
excited about this.
Yes. The week of October 17th, so not next week, but the next week, Tom and I are going to be at a leading age conference. So that's our trade association. It's the national one.
And this is the annual
It
conference.
is. So we are going to be out of the office. What?
That's the exciting part for all of you is that we're going to be gone, right? So
And they've left me in charge. That's the unexciting part.
Actually, no, Jean-Pierre Bob's going to come back, and he's actually going to be in charge during the 4 days that we're gone.
Oh. So we just want to make sure everybody knows that we will be gone during that time. We'll be gone Monday through Thursday and back Friday that week.
That's right.
And it also happens to be that Michelle's on vacation that week. So we're just putting a close sign on our door. That's a good
Hey, y'all,
question.
let's get the bus and go down to Pinehurst. Come on. Road trip.
Oh, so Michelle being gone, that does mean that we don't have a notary that week. So we'll be putting out a notice on that. But we do have some good news. We've been wanting a second notary for a while now.
Yeah.
And we've twisted a few arms. We've got someone to agree.
It's Jean-Pierre Bob.
Jean-Pierre Bob.
Oh, so we do have another person that's going through the process. So you have to go through the classes and then the test, and then you have to wait to get an approval letter. It's a whole process.
It is a process.
So we do have someone that has started that process, and hopefully within a month maybe.
Well, we'll let you know when.
Yeah.
We'll let you know when, but we're hoping sometime in the next few weeks
We're
to the next
hoping
few months, somewhere.
That we'll have a second notary. So
Yeah.
can we share who it is, Tom?
I don't know. Did we ask her if we could share it yet? I'm just afraid they're going to start going to her before you know it. Why don't we wait until we?
It's somebody very close to us.
Not Ken.
That narrows
It's
it
not
down.
Ken.
It's not Ken.
She didn't mean like literally right
No.
here. She didn't mean it.
Yeah, I've tried doing that stamp thing. I just can't get it.
You know, I understand there's an ethical thing you have to sign.
Oh, yeah. Well, there you go.
He was knocked out right there. So, oh, but it's somebody close to our office that is going to be.
Do you
supposed to
promise
be a
you're who
notary.
you say you are, even though you don't have an ID?
Oh. So we'll be putting up a notice for that, and we'll hopefully have another alternative here as
Yeah,
well.
and maybe
So,
if it works out, I mean, you know, we'll see.
never know.
I mean, maybe we will have somebody that can
Yep.
take Michelle's place while she's
Yep.
gone. So.
Also, if it works out, y'all might leave more often.
You know, it just could happen.
Yeah.
It just could happen.
We might have a good time.
I'm starting to get a little nervous. I'm not sure if it's a good idea anymore.
I'm going to call together a task force to study this. What to do while the cat's away.
We have hands raised in
Okay,
the audience.
2
They want to be on
volunteers.
it. Oh, and all they charge is a bottle of wine. Oh. Okay, let's see. Also be watching for flyers with more information that will be coming out for the Habitat for Humanity Playhouse project. We've gotten some more clarity and some more information on how that's going to look and what they do and what we do and all that good stuff. So Brian will be putting that out soon, and also information about the Fall Festival, which will be actually falling on the day of Halloween.
Ah,
So
yeah,
that
that
doesn't
Monday.
always happen that way.
That Monday, right?
So it will be that Monday, and we'll have a whole day's worth of events that we have going on. So it's always a fun day.
Okay.
And one last thing I added to our agenda today,
Yes.
we have Meet the Clinic team. There's going to be a meet and greet on October 25th from 1 to 3, and flyers are also coming out about that tonight or tomorrow. So we have our full team down there now, so we want to be able to have them meet folks,
Yeah.
meet everybody.
Yeah, that's
So,
good.
Yep.
That'd be great.
And this is unusual.
Yes.
We have not had questions in a long time.
Yes.
Today, I have two
Two questions.
questions.
We just don't have any answers. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but we do have questions. We're halfway
But
there.
we do have questions. Okay, so the first question, if I want to use our therapy at River Landing, how do I get it arranged? So that's a good question, because there's a couple different ways. So first, you have to talk to your medical provider, because they're the ones, you actually have to have orders for it. You can't just go to therapy and say, I want to get physical therapy. Because otherwise your insurance, I don't know, for some reason they don't want to pay for that. So you have to have a doctor actually saying that you need it, a doctor or a nurse practitioner or PA. So you're gonna either go here to the clinic, if we're your primary, we can write the orders for it, and then we would send it over to therapy so they can start that process. Or if you have a provider outside of here, you're gonna go to that provider and tell them to send the orders to the River Landing Clinic. So all of this is on CareMerge, so the process is on there under the Trinity Rehab. So all that's on CareMerge, but your provider would send it to our clinic here, they would fax it here, and they put to the attention of rehab. And then our clinic's folks are the ones that communicate with rehab to get them those orders. So fax it there. Otherwise, another opportunity, you can email it to Shannon, who's the therapy manager for Trinity Rehab. So all of that's on CareMerge for the information, but if you want it in writing, just reach out to Cindy. She can get you a paper copy of that if you'd rather have it paper format. So,
Super.
but easy way to be able to get therapy services here. So that was a great question. Thank you for asking that.
You know, Lisa, just an add-on to that, the staff have been increasing in Trinity for our rehab team here, so
Yep.
they're even more able to be able to help the independent living residents than what we've had in the past.
Right.
So it's not just for the healthcare center
It's not.
residents
That's correct.
anymore.
Yep.
And so that's really cool
Yep.
that we had that capability, so.
Because therapy's actually been using space over in our wellness center here
that's
too
correct.
for a
All the
lot of our
time.
independent folks.
Yep,
Yes.
all the time.
So it's just great to have that right here in-house. Right in your home, you can have those services.
That's right.
Okay, second question. Does River Landing have a plan to provide electric charging stations for those of us who are thinking of buying a new electric car to save on gas? We all know gas is much higher now, so I
Especially
get
like
that.
overnight.
Overnight, it went up because of that announcement of reducing
Yeah,
some
OPEC,
of the
whatever,
barrels
yeah,
of
reduce
gas.
the
But
barrels, so.
So that was a good question as well, and maybe some folks here don't know, we already have charging stations. We have 2 charging stations. And to be honest, I don't know how much use we have, because there's nothing on it that, clocks the times that it's used.
I've seen people trying to put it into their gas tank, and it doesn't really
doesn't
work
work.
that way.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, I've had to share that.
No, that
it doesn't
is
quite
for
work that way.
charging stations, so
Yeah.
there's no gas coming
No
out.
gas
No
coming out,
gas,
no.
no gas. So just want to remind folks, we do have 2 charging stations, and it's very adequate right now
Yeah.
for our population. We just don't have the usage yet. And I don't know if folks know, Tom, they're really expensive.
Oh, yeah, no.
So,
I think when we put the 2 in that we had, we got them relatively cheap because we put them in right
Right.
when we were building.
right,
Because they're right behind Turnberry's, right where they
Yes,
are, right in
yep.
that little area there. But right now, I think Glen Ayre's just put 2 in for their new expansion, and I think they're $50,000 now.
yeah. So it's not a cheap,
really
we
expensive.
wouldn't just be putting them up all the time places.
No, we can't.
And especially with not having the use yet, that would be something that once we see more usage,
Yeah.
we could look at additional, but we wouldn't just put them in just to have them everywhere.
Yeah, I
So-
mean, I could see us down the road possibly putting another set of them in somewhere. That would be not up at the upper end of
Sure.
the campus, maybe
Yep.
more closer to the middle of the campus
Yep.
or on the other side of the campus.
Maybe in our new parking lot,
Yeah, maybe so. So
you never know.
that might be possible to do
Yep.
that at some point. We'll just have to see, like
Yep.
you said, the demand for it and how that works out.
Absolutely.
But right now, if you do buy an electric car, there is a place for you to go charge it.
There is, and definitely plenty of times to be able to use it. So I would not worry about that if you're looking at getting an electric car right now. And we have people in the audience that are right near that area, and they tell me, we're good.
You can also buy an extension cord. I mean, that's the stopgap measure.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't think it works.
Yeah, yeah. Follow me for more electric tips.
Yes. Oh.
Yep.
I-
Yeah, follow Ken, please.
I don't know what to say,
He's the
Ken.
Pied Piper.
Oh. Okay,
love it.
well, that is it for questions.
Thank goodness. I don't know about you, but I thought that was electrifying.
It really was. I'm totally gassed.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Ken, please take over, okay?
Oh, yes, it's my turn?
It's
okay,
your turn.
yeah. We have some things to ponder here.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Here's the first one. If the number 2 pencil is the most popular, why is it still number 2? Please call Michelle with your response.
336.
Why? Yeah. Why is it still number 2? I mean, that really doesn't make sense. Why do we press harder on the remote control when we know the batteries are getting weak?
That is so
That is true.
It must work.
It is
if
true.
everybody does it, it must work, right?
I don't know about you, but I even take the little cap off and I
Oh, yeah.
roll the battery
Yes,
a couple times.
right.
That's going
Trying to
do
get a little
something,
more
right?
juice, you're
Yes.
thinking?
Yep. Yeah, I've
I
tried to
just roll the
squeeze.
batteries a little bit. It won't work much better.
Versus just getting up and getting another
Just
set of
reset
batteries.
You know, I might go 2 weeks before I actually change them at that point if I just roll the batteries. So.
Oh,
Oh, so another thing to ponder, why are you in a movie but on TV?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I just don't know the answer to that. And then what was the best thing before sliced bread? we always say
question.
that's the best thing
Yes,
since
we
sliced
do.
bread. But I don't know, what would you say the best thing is before sliced bread? I don't know.
No idea.
Don't know either. Okay, we'll move on.
Yes, please.
Oh, let me make sure I'm on. I've got to turn my little remote thing.
does
There
it
we
need
go.
batteries?
Yeah, yes.
Roll the battery. Roll it.
This is pretty good. Don't give up. Fight like you are the third monkey trying to get on Noah's Ark.
That's good.
Yeah, I think if I were a coach, I'd have that up for my football team. Yeah,
That's pretty good.
it is. It is. Well, it's pointed. Yes. I don't have a train of thought. I have 7 trains on 4 tracks that narrowly avoid each other when the paths cross and all the conductors are screaming.
Boy, these are good today.
That's an honest.
Wow.
That's an honest. That's an honest
Wow.
Really
confession.
things to ponder.
Yes, absolutely. When I was a kid, when we played spin the bottle, if they didn't want to kiss you, they'd have to give you a quarter. By the time I was 12, I owned my own home. You know,
No, you should have saved that for one of your cousins, don't you?
Oh,
actually, we just did dimes.
Oh,
And
you
so I
did
was
you?
only able to buy a Mustang. Yeah. But it was a nice Mustang.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay. So me and my husband were sitting on our couch watching TV yesterday. Suddenly I hear that I got a text on my phone that I'd left in the kitchen. I go to the kitchen to check it, and it's a text from my husband. Please bring the chips on your way back.
that's bad.
That is awesome.
I can see Thomas thinking about it.
I love that one.
You do that to Sheila and tell me how it goes.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I won't be in to work the next day.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's going to be some people try
Is that
that.
how they came up with couch potato?
Yeah, I think so.
That's crazy.
I think so. You know you're getting old when a recliner and a heating pad is your idea of a hot date. Yes. Yeah. This was a unique one. I'm so poor I rub cologne from magazines on my shirt. When people say, "Oh, you smell good," what is that? I say, page 12. Remember they used to do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
Get us
I don't
a-
know if they still do.
I don't,
I
yeah.
don't look at magazines.
We don't get magazines anymore,
No.
hardly, do we? Those who like my posts are happier, more intelligent, and better looking than those who don't, according to a study I made up. So be honest, is this too much lettuce? That's 2 bacon wrap beef, beef patties and one little bitty piece of lettuce in the bottom.
But it's healthy.
Yes, too much. Be sure to bring up politics at Thanksgiving dinner. It's going to save you money on Christmas gifts. Follow me for more holiday tips. Only 3 kinds of snakes scare me: big snakes, little snakes, and sticks that look like snakes. And then this one should sell, I think. Please close the lid. The dog has a drinking problem.
Oh,
That is great.
Isn't that a great? Yeah.
that's
Oh
pretty
my
good.
gosh. Those were great.
Yeah, those were good.
Those were really good.
Yeah.
See, isn't it more fun in the audience to hear jokes like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. There might be people sitting at home going, I'm glad I'm not in the audience for that one.
Yep.
Oh,
Well, did we have a winner?
we did.
Are we going to announce them?
We are.
Normally, you have to look at your
We-
phone.
I know, I don't have to today. So the question was, according to American military tradition, why leave a penny on a gravestone? So the answer is, it means you visited the grave and showed your respect. So that is the answer.
Nice.
And our two studio audience members, they're the winners today, so it's the Hedricks. So congratulations.
Chateau Saint Jean. Jean-Pierre's coming by tonight to see if he can have a.
This will be a far delivery, won't it?
Yeah, it really
Right
will.
across the way here.
And you thought it was a penny for your thoughts.
I did. It's as close as I could get.
Oh. So thank you for participating today.
Yeah.
That worked
Yes.
out good.
That was pretty neat.
Yeah.
Because we don't always have
don't
a
usually-
studio audience member
Right.
that will
Right.
figure it out. So
Yep.
very cool. Very cool. Okay. Was there anything else that we missed? There was a lot of
I think
stuff
so.
on here.
Since we just met last week, it wasn't as much to.
Yeah, I think so
Let's see,
too.
did we? Oh yeah, under an hour. We're good.
No, we're doing great.
Yep.
Yeah, no. We even
Yep,
started
not
late,
bad.
so,
45 minutes. There you go.
something like that, yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we're going to say go enjoy the beautiful weather outside.
Yes.
It's gorgeous.
It is gorgeous.
Yes. Yes.
Great time of the year. I don't know about the rest of you. I was able to finally shut off my air conditioning at the house, and so that's
Open some windows.
yeah, it's really
Mm.
nice.
Fresh air.
Love it.
Fresh air in there, so that's good. So
Some of us are going camping.
yeah, at least it's going camping this
Yep,
weekend.
going camping this weekend. It's perfect weather.
Yeah.
You know, when you put on the fire, it's just perfect for it right now.
Yeah.
So camping and a
Is
good
this your
old
first
fire.
trip? Is it your first trip this fall?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
You got rained out once or twice before, right?
we did, and our RV was in the shop for 2.5 months.
Yeah, but you've had it at least a year and a half now, Lisa.
It's a 2021. It's in the shop for 2.5 months.
But
Wow.
this is normal, right? This is normal.
So you have 12 more years before it's cosmetic renovation.
So not sure how that works, but we were warned when you get an RV, just plan on you have repairs regularly. So I just didn't know it would take 2.5 months to fix it.
Well, I guess when you think
So-
about it, you told me this. You're basically driving your house.
You're driving
around.
your house down the road, so it's jiggling. Everywhere you drive, when you think about it, it's jiggling. So,
Yes.
so things get a little loose and you get a little water leak. Then the water leak gets a little bigger. And eventually you gotta take it to the shop.
Makes me want to go out and buy one right
Yeah,
now.
you're right. You know what, though? I want you all to know, Lisa got a really good deal on this RV.
That's great. That's great.
Oh, but we have loved it.
Yeah,
so
you
I,
have.
I don't want to take
You've gotten
that
a lot
away.
of use
We have
out of it,
gotten-
actually.
Yes, the first year we had no issues.
Yeah.
So we bought it in 2020 at the height of COVID because it gave us something to go and do and not be around groups of people.
Yeah.
So we loved it. We went almost every other weekend after we bought it. So we've had a lot of good use. It just the second year. That's when we had a little spring of a leak. But I'm hoping that leak is fixed. This is our first time taking it out since it's been in the shop.
Oh, okay.
So I'm
That-
trusting it's fixed.
That reminds me of a boat I had the second year that had a leak. It's at the bottom of the lake as far as I know, still.
I bet it is.
You know, you'd be surprised how many boats are still at the bottom of the lake, right?
Probably. Yeah,
Anyway.
sure it happens.
Well, Lisa, I hope you have a great time this
I
week.
hope so too. Yep, looking forward to
Matter
it.
of fact, you're going to be off tomorrow, I think,
am,
so that you
yes,
can go do
yep,
that.
gonna get
so.
a head start on it.
Oh,
Get
you
a
know,
couple days.
You know what we didn't mention?
What?
The Olympics is going very well, right?
Oh, yes. It's been a lot of fun this week.
Yeah, I think we had a lot of compliments from the other communities about our event here on Monday, which I don't think it could have gone much better.
don't
It was just
either.
really good.
Yeah.
And we were saved because we thought it was going to rain. It didn't end up
Right.
raining, all that good stuff. And just a really good day. And then
Yep.
we got a chance to go yesterday
Yep.
to Scotia. And, it was another great day. It was a beautiful day down there.
was.
And just,
Yep.
our
And very
our
welcoming.
residents did really well down there. We made River Lane very proud yesterday. So, and then tomorrow is the grand finale. We
Right.
finish up at Glen Eyre tomorrow. So, so that'll be fun to go there too and get a chance to kind of see what's going on there. So, but yeah. All right.
Very good.
Okay, y'all, we're gonna let you go. We stalled long enough. I don't know why we were stalling, but we stalled long enough. We're gonna let you go. We, like I said, go out and have a good time. Enjoy the beautiful weather out there, and we will be back the last week of
Yes,
October,
yeah.
right? The
Last Friday.
28th.
28th.
28th is the next time we'll have our show. So
It's our Halloween special, I believe.
is our
isn't it?
Halloween
Yeah.
special.
Okay.
I like it.
Ken's gonna be dressed up,
I like it.
right, Ken?
Yes, I'm going to be the preacher from the Black Lagoon.
Oh,
Lisa's gonna bring pictures from her RV trip and what her RV looks like, and so we're really gonna, it's gonna be a
You're
wow.
trimming down the audience.
It's gonna be a wow.
Yeah.
we're getting fewer and fewer.
Woo, it's gonna be so exciting.
Oh.
All right, we love you. We'll see y'all. Have a great afternoon.
See ya.